Powwow TV is a production of the Apache Press Club at Tyler Junior College. The opinions expressed here are those of the students and do not necessarily reflect the positions of Tyler Junior College.
Coming up on Powwow TV, an Alba Golden senior not only graduates high school but also TJC.
Plus, enrollment at TJC is up this semester.
And there's an officer on campus who has quite the talent.
Powwow TV starts right now.
From Studio 203 on the campus of Tyler Junior College, this is Powwow TV, powered by mytjcnews.com.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Fabian Casala.
And I'm Sabre Shipman.
A Tony Award-winning play is here at TJC that is hoping to make audiences laugh.
Powwow TV reporter Rob King gives us a look into what we can expect and the work that it takes to put on a play like this.
Every year brings new surprises from the talented people in the TJC Theater Department. And this year's spring musical, The Drowsy Chaperone, promises to be a spectacle of fun and heartwarming humor.
It's about the main character, the man in chair. He's trying to tell the audience about this Broadway show that he loved as a child, and he tries to take you through it and show you everything he loved about it. And it's very funny. It's a really good comedy, and it's very, I would say, a very heartfelt show. And I think a lot of people should come out and see it.
An incredible amount of detail and work went into every aspect of the production, including the set design and costumes.
The people are set in the 1920s. This guy is in an old apartment. So what we have to do is we have to build a larger scale set than we usually would have to. It has to go out on 3 different height variations for the audience. And then also it takes a lot more skill, and it takes a lot more people to build the set than you normally would a regular set. And it's, like I said, it's on a larger scale.
A winner of 5 Tony Awards in its run on Broadway, The Drowsy Chaperone was an easy and enjoyable choice for TJC's dedicated theater and music directors.
It was mainly between me and Miss Trent, who is the music director. We had discussion, kind of knowing what type of students that we had, their abilities. Certainly it comes from the things that we want to work on for 6 weeks. This was a musical that I saw the original cast on Broadway back in 2003, I think it was, and it was one that had me rolling and laughing a lot.
The show promises to be a fun and entertaining escape, perfect for families or couples looking for a good date night idea.
For TJC students and employees, it's free with a TJC ID. Students and children, it is $5 for a ticket, and adults $10 for a ticket.
The Drowsy Chaperone opens Wednesday, February 24th, and the show will go on every evening at 7:30 p.m. in Wise Auditorium until Saturday, February 27th. I'm Rob King for mytjcnews.com.
Like Rob said, the play continues until Saturday, and students are free with the TJC ID.
Courtyard Madness was held February 20th. It took place at the OHPE Center at the Gentry Gym. There was a basketball tournament for guys and girls. There was also a dunk contest and a 3-point shootout. The dunk and 3-point contest brought out the best from many recreational players here at TJC. The BSA hopes to continue to bring events like this to campus.
Thanks to a law passed in May of last year, 17-year-old Jacelyn Riley, an Alba Golden student, is able to graduate with not only her high school diploma, but her associate's degree as well. She followed the footsteps of her sister, who also graduated with her associates when they lived in Wyoming. When Jacelyn and her family moved to Texas, she was unsure if she would be able to do the same.
The education code rules that stood when she arrived limited the number of credits she could take. But thanks to Texas House Bill 505, that eliminated the rules. After 2 graduations set for May, she will continue her education at the University of Wyoming, then medical school, leaning towards psychiatry. For more information on TJC's dual credit program, head over to tjc.edu/dual credit.
Spring break is approaching quickly, and you may want to rethink Panama City Beach for this year's destination. In 2015, Panama City Beach's crime rate tripled in size from that of 2014. That crime rate includes over 1,000 arrests involving drugs, confiscating firearms, and sex offenses.
If you're alone, it's very scary. You should always know the group you're with. There's people everywhere, and you never really know who's going to come up to you and talk to you and say what even. It's just dark all the time, and there's so many drunk people. You just don't know what's going to come around the corner at you next. So it's almost like a sense of unprepared when you're walking around.
The Criminal Justice Student Association held a sheriff's debate in the Rogers Student Center Apache rooms. Incumbent Larry Smith and challenger Chris Green were asked questions that were submitted by the criminal justice and paralegal students. They asked questions about issues that may impact them as future criminal justice practitioners.
Coming up after the break, we'll discuss the
I was disappointed from Green, the fact that when facts were stated, documented, that he would keep bringing it up. And I understand that's just politics and that's the nature of the beast, but other than that, I thought there were good questions that were presented and good responses.
Coming up after the break, we will discuss a possible change in the way campus Wi-Fi works.
Plus, TJC Lindale is opening in a new location and expanding into new programs as well. You're watching Powwow TV. We'll be right back.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Huntington!
Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, where's that bear?
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours.
Dr. King, what's your next move? In March from Selma to Montgomery.
Selma is loud for every man, woman, and child.
We will not wait any longer.
In front of a crowd.
Mine eyes have seen the glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's locked, knock first, don't burp, don't swear, don't stare, don't use bad language, or talk with your mouth full, keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give your seat up to anybody who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you want to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
Good talk.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
This no-sleep, coffee-driven, endless studying college life isn't easy. But you are on your way to being something great. At the Apache Powwow, we know what it's like. This newspaper is by students for students. So pick up a copy at one of the 27 newsstands located across campus and see what the buzz is all about.
Welcome back to Powwow TV. Spring semester enrollment at Tyler Junior College is up and almost 2% from spring 2015, according to official reporting data.
Enrollment in the spring 16-week semester is 10,654 compared to 10,461 during the same period last year, for an increase of nearly 200 students. The unduplicated headcount does not take into account additional students who are still enrolling for spring classes through mini semesters and continuing education. And registration continues for TJC's 8-week program, and that begins Monday, March 21st. If you are a student interested in enrolling, you can register on your Apache Access, and new students can go to tjc.edu. A petition going around started by the Student Senate regarding the Wi-Fi here on campus. Students can sign their name, put down a device they use the Wi-Fi on, and what buildings, not including dorms. Students wish to see an improvement in The petition comes as a result of students complaining that they were unable to access the Wi-Fi with their student information and instead having to log in as a guest because it is easier.
Apparently there's always a blocking screen, I guess, or firewall or whatever. I'm not sure how to really say it, but every time I try to, pick up on it, there's always a wall or a page that will come up on my phone or on my laptop and says this is a bad site to use, apparently. And I usually go with the guest.
Since 1950, the Wesley Foundation, a branch of the United Methodist Church, has had a presence on the TJC campus, and in 2013, the Wesley Foundation acquired their first residential hall. They now have added a second property at TJC.
In a lease agreement signed, the foundation took possession of TJC's Lewis Hall, located next to the current hall. The halls will collectively be known as Wesley House. The new addition will double the hall's previous capacity from 40 beds to 83. Admission for the new hall will begin this fall. For more information, you can check out their website, tylerwesleyhouse.com. Tyler Junior College officials joined Lindale city leaders for an event celebrating the further collaboration between TJC and Lindale. The college will move its TJC Lindale operations to the Canary, a new retail, residential, and entertainment complex currently under construction in Lindale.
Opening is set for this fall. Plans are underway to expand into new programs such as veterinary technician, animal shelter manager, and culinary arts.
The TJC baseball team played a doubleheader on Saturday against Vernon College at Mike Carter Field. The Apaches went on to win the game, game one, 6-1, and they pulled off a close win in the second game, 3-2. Their record as of now stands at 10-1. Their next game is February 26th at Arkansas Baptist College.
Here's something everyone should like. Starting this Friday from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. and going on for the remainder of the semester, Aramark will be hosting a cookout in the quad. The menu will be posted by Wednesday of each week, and the cost of the grill combo will be $7. Cash, credit, debit, and Apache Bucks will be accepted. Tickets are on sale now in the Apache Junction.
Oh, sounds pretty good. When we come back, we continue our Who is TJC series with a campus favorite, Professor Button.
And later, we show you an officer here on campus who has quite the talent. You're watching Power TV. We'll be right back.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do. Yeah, but I don't know where to start.
That's why we're here. We're free, handsome.
I think we're breathtaking.
And here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together.
Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're gonna turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won. What's your reaction? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Powwow TV is a production of the Apache Press Club at Tyler Junior College. The opinions expressed here are those of the students and do not necessarily reflect the positions of Tyler Junior College.
This no-sleep, coffee-driven, endless studying college life isn't easy. But you are on your way to being something great. At the Apache Powwow, we know what it's like. This newspaper is by students for students. So pick up a copy at one of the 27 newsstands located across campus and see what the buzz is all about.
Welcome back to Powwow TV. From the military to the mountains, Professor Ryan Button has seen many places and is a well-known professor here on campus who students greatly adore. We sat down with him to talk about his miles he has walked in state parks, in the country, and what he hopes to leave behind after TJC.
But TJC was my first, big boy job, my first full-time faculty position.
Yeah. How long have you been here at TJC?
This is going on my 4th year.
Nice. What hobbies do you have outside of teaching?
Hiking.
Hiking?
Yeah.
What are some places you've hiked at?
Well, let's see. 2 years ago, I did all 96 parks in the state of Texas.
Nice.
That was somewhere about 800 miles of hiking and over 20,000 miles worth of driving to get to them all. And then the next year, this last year, on December, I finished all the states in Arkansas, all the parks in Arkansas. So I went through all of them and hiked a section of each one of those trails.
Yeah.
And that's what I do every weekend.
Nice.
Friday gets here, I head out.
Nice. Where are you going this weekend?
This weekend I'm going up to, I'm not even going to be able to say it right. It's Broken Bow. It's in Oklahoma, and I think it's called Beaver Bend. It's a state park there, but they have about an 18-mile trail that goes around an old oxbow lake that used to be attached to the river there.
Yeah.
And they said it's pretty rugged, so there's not a really clear path, but I'm just going to camp out and kind of bushwhack it and head on out through it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
How long have you been hiking? How long?
Well, I started off in the military, I guess is where I started, hiking, I guess. That was more like formation marching. But then after that, whenever I got back here, I started on the Appalachian Trail, and then I went to the Pacific Coast Trail, Stampede Trail up in Alaska, and then I tried to do, the Ouachita Trail, which goes from Oklahoma into Arkansas, but it was just unpassable. So, 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you do in the military?
Military, basic training. I signed up 93, so around the Iraq War is still going. I think it's still considered Desert Shield, it was Desert Storm then. Mm-hmm. And I went into 98 Bravo 10s. I was attached as a counter specialist. Counterintelligence specialist.
Yeah.
Sounds important. Mostly I drove around Fulberg kernels and stuff like that. That's kind of what I did.
Yeah. What are your plans in the future? Do you plan to be here at TJC for a while longer?
Oh yeah, I like TJC. There's a lot of great opportunities for me here, especially when it comes to working with the young scholars, the students. We've got a garden that we just started up this last semester. That's going strong. Looking at a new plot that we're going to get a bigger harvest from, and we're working with PATH for them to take the vegetables and to help out, the community that we were speaking about earlier. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Tell me some about your students. I'm sure you've had some students come in that just...
I've had some great
awesome
students, and I still got some great students now. I keep in touch with them. Hannah Shipley went over to University of Texas. She was a scholar, especially whenever it came to research.
Yeah, I had classes with her.
Yeah, Hannah. Yeah, she was sharp. Yeah. There's tons of them. It's the students have kind of changed. I started off mainly just teaching introduction to sociology classes here, which is my bread and butter. I absolutely love my teaching intro to sociology. And then I got the opportunity through the honors program here to come in and head up capstone research. So now I work with anywhere between 30 to 40 scholars a semester, getting them ready to produce what can be called a senior thesis or a capstone, where they're doing independent research out in the community that it's been gone through a peer review process. So, you know, it's all these guys that are up here. I mean, my office is right next to their lounge, so yeah, they're constantly in and out, and I absolutely love that.
So, have you had Professor Butnett or anything?
Yes, I actually have him this semester. He's a really good teacher.
Yeah, I never got to have him, but after talking with him, I can understand why everybody likes him so much.
Very good.
Coming up after the break, TJC Vision Care Clinic will be opening up to the public for exams.
And Officer Gray here on campus shows a skill that has been in his family for many generations. We'll be right back.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If the door's locked, knock first, don't burp, don't swear, don't stare, don't use bad language, or talk with your mouth full, keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give your seat up to anybody who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you want to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
Good talk.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours.
Dr. King, what's your next move? In March from Selma to Montgomery.
Selma is loud for every man, woman, and child.
We will not wait any longer.
In front of a crowd.
Mine eyes have seen the glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 68 children is diagnosed with autism. That's about a 30% increase in 2 years. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back to Powwow TV, powered by mytjcnews.com.
Welcome back to Powwow TV. TJC has recognized 1,438 students named to the President's and Dean's list for their academic excellence during the fall 2015 semester. The President's list is composed of students who complete a minimum of 12 hours of college-level courses with a 4.0 GPA, includes 485 students.
The Dean's List, composed of students who complete 12 hours of college-level courses with a minimum 3.3 GPA, includes 953 students. The full list can be viewed on TJC's website, tjc.edu.
The TJC Vision Care Clinic, located in room 138 on the TJC West Campus, will be open to the public the rest of February and March, offering eye exams, eyeglasses, and contact lenses at a discount. Clinic hours are from 1 to 4 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays through March 24th. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 903-510-2366 or email Judy Cole at jcol@tjc.edu.
One of TJC's very own police officers, Officer Gray, has been discovered to have quite the talent. Photojournalist A.J. Williamson brings us the story.
My name's Frank Gray, and I'm a wood turner. I work for Tyler Junior College Police Department as a police officer, and I have my wood turning business on the side. Woodworking for me has been a generational thing in my family. My grandfather was a carpenter and woodworker. My father was a cabinet, door and sash maker. He also built musical instruments, and I've always done woodwork. This is a Turncrafter Commander. It's I can turn up to 12 inches in diameter and 4 foot long. Probably one of the most feared tools that we use because it's an art to learn to use it properly. Yeah, I cut my finger on it here, my thumb on it here the other night. It's razor sharp. It will shave. It will turn something, make some shavings. All right? Okay. I began wood turning about 4 years ago and fell in love with it, and that's primarily what I do now. Taking a piece of wood, putting it on a lathe, which will actually spin the wood, and then you present the tool to the spinning wood instead of like a common woodworking tool where the blade spins and you present the wood. I'm an artistic wood turner. I've done structural work as well as artistic work. The majority of my pieces are now artistic, strictly artistic. They're not functional, even though I do some structural pieces now. A little color and pattern to it. Spinning tops.
The East Texas Human Needs Network, the Tyler Area Partnership for Education, Smith County Independent School Districts, and area colleges and universities have partnered to plan the second annual FAFSA Super Saturday for this Saturday, the 27th. The intent is to provide assistance for prospective college students and their parents to apply for financial aid.
Super Saturday locations are ARP High School, Brook Hill High School, Hispanic American Association of East Texas, Lindale High School, Tyler Independent School District Career and Technology Center, the Tyler Public Library, and Winona High School. If you would like to participate, bring the 2015 tax return of your parents and student and W-2 statements. Before the event, make sure to create a username and password at fsaid.ed.gov.
When we come back, we will take one last look into the life of TJC's very own Hoppy.
We'll be right back.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back to Power TV. We've all had a tragedy to live through in our lives, but an entire department had to go through a tragedy. Together they supported each other and comforted each other through the horrible time. Tonight we will bring you the story of Hoppy.
The Rogers Student Center is known to have many guests, famous and non-famous alike. But there was one person, if you want to call him that was not only famous in Rogers, but amongst the TJC student body. If you're unaware of who I am speaking of, his name is Hoppy, and he was the honors resident cockroach, and his life was taken too soon. And it's here on the 3rd floor corridor of the Rogers Student Center, where students have begun, erected a memorial in name of Hoppy.
Hoppy died in the stairwell that's never cleaned, and I just know his carcass is going to be there probably forever, so.
Since the memorial started, it has been moved to inside the Honors Lounge to better protect Hoppy's body from further damage, or worse, theft. When the memorial was first erected, students were under the impression that Hoppy was a grasshopper, but after an autopsy, Hoppy was discovered to be a cockroach.
Oh, we were best friends. We had a couple classes together, English, history.
Did you meet here at TJC?
We did meet at TJC, yes.
And with a final goodbye, Hoppy was laid to rest in the circular file in the sky. Fabian Quesada, mytjcnews.com. Thank you for joining us for Powwow TV. Have a good night.